Welcome back everybody, Malta Archery. Today we take a closer look to two bows from Oakridge. The Oakridge Mongo, which is a twin bow, 60 inches long, quite comparable I guess to our snake bows here. But today we test these ones. I have two poundages. Let's go. I got this bows from Bogensportfreier in Würzburg. You know these guys, where I had this nice opening, grand opening of their indoor place, and I was invited to give a course there. It was really nice. I did a short video about them. What would be the easiest way? I guess here. So this is the Oakridge Mongo, the length 60 inches. It's a 40-pound version, so I have a 40-pound and a 20-pound version of this one. So we can see the 20-pound, that we can compare it to our snake bows, and the 40-pound version to see if it would make sense to get this one in a little higher poundage too. The description, everything I left at home, so I need to make it now out of what I still remember. What I saw on different websites, there are different brace sites for this bow, but we simply check and then we go from there. So, first of all, with a real massive handle. So we have here bamboo, I guess, laminated. Yeah, it looks like 2 layers of bamboo or something like that, but I guess bamboo, and here's some diamond wood or something, how they call it. The handle is quite beefy, quite thick, but well, okay. And of course you have your 2 arrow shelves. They are slightly rounded, so you can directly shoot from the shelf. It's very thin, so that pointy. The top tip is slightly pointy. The lower one is more rounded, so they take care. We have a leather wrap handle, 60 inches, 40 lips, Mongo by Oakridge. The interesting thing is, price-wise, they are roughly the same as the snake bows, and that's why here you get a real wood bow. And then we see, for beginners, always easier when you still have an arrow shelf, but of course you want to have on both sides your shelf that you can shoot right hand, left hand, or at least 3-finger and thumb release. What you get are these small stickers here for the shelf, so you can, but I don't do this now, for both sides. So you have these felt stickers for the shelf that the arrow is not scratching too much. First things first. So from nock to nock, we know the procedure. Alongside the belly, yes, you go up this handle, you go down the handle, and you get somewhere 61 inches. So along the belly, nock to nock, 61 inches. And everybody on the internet said that the safe max draw is 30 inches. Makes it a 0.4 and almost 0.5. Ah, my head. So and then you get the string, which is, oh, looks a little creepy. The string, let's see. Yeah, it's like this from the company, so what can you do? Looks like this. There's some small twine on it for whatever reason. Oh, Madonna. When you have it in a plastic bag, you don't need to cripple it that much, right? So now we need to cut this one here. So. Good. And my so means only so. Because somebody last time asked what this so always means. It means simply so. And we had a massive drop in temperature here, 3 degrees colder than yesterday. Yesterday was 41, today it's only 38 degrees. So fresh. I almost wanted to come with my jacket. Looks not bad. It's nice and thin, even for a 40-pounder. So it's not really a recurve. It's more a, yeah, it's a deflex bow. So it's not a recurve. It's still a long bow. Looks not bad. The handle is a little thick, but you need to get used to it. The serving is quite low. And maybe check then the other way around. But this string, Flemish splice, you need to shoot a few times. It will stretch. Let's see. Throw experience is nice. So 28, 29, 30. No stacking. Feels not too bad. Stiff. So perfect beginner bow. 60 inches. Looks, as said, a little like the snake bow. Not too bad. Has 2 shelves, a quite narrow arrow pass. And for the price, it's, of course, you get different prices on the internet. It's roughly 90 euros plus minus. Not bad. Not bad. I can't wait and shoot an arrow. So of course, you can put then later on a knocking point on it if you want to. Oh, you hear that? It's okay for a bow like this, for a price like this. Makes a little noisy, but not bad for a 40-pound bow. With the handle you get used to it. It's a little massive here, but works. Now I unbox and string the 20-pound version, and then we go from there. There you have it. The 20-pound version is completely same width of the limbs, but of course then you see the second layer is way thinner. So there you have 2 almost same size layers of bamboo. And there you have the first layer, and the second layer is very thin. So this is how they adjust then the poundages. But the rest handle everything the same. And 20 pounds I think would be just a nice beginner's bow, I guess. Draws nicely, 30 inches. And draw experience is not so bad. You feel it a little coming, continues. Goes. Let's see. 3 fingers, 20 pounds. Not that noisy. And of course not that speedy too, not so powerful. But even a slight katra you can do with it, it's fine. You have a little vibration. Maybe it will settle later after a few shots and when the string sets. You get used to the handle. You still have here your pressure point. Your 3 fingers, so you could even shoot the other style here if you want to. Of course, I don't want. I shoot this style. It feels not so bad. It's a little thick, but once you get used to it, for under 100 euros, you get a nice laminated bow, twin bow, with an arrow rest on both sides, which looks not too bad. 60 inches, draws smooth. You could even when the handle is quite thick, hold the arrows here and do your boom, no problem. You could hold it like this. The nice thing is the handle is quite narrow, so it's easy peasy. You could even do this. No problem. And you have a good control. I think for a beginner not too bad. You need only a bit bigger hands. So it's for kids maybe not so good, but not too bad. The wrapping here, the leather wrap is okay. Everything is not too overly fancy, but of course you need to consider the price. This is what you get. Let's shoot them. It's 23.3 and 40 pound does. $39.55. So if you have an archery club and you don't want to have, let's say, these snake bows out of plastic because you don't like plastic, quite an interesting alternative for a twin bow with arrow shelf. And let's shoot 3 fingers Mediterranean on 10 meters. 20 pounds, not bad. You point there, the arrow goes there. Wow, nice. The 40 pounder. I shoot the same arrows because it doesn't matter. 320 grain. Feels nice. Ooh, go through the target. But it's a quite accurate bow. Ow. 40 pounds, it gets a little more tricky with this handle, but it's doable. So you can have this bow from 20 to I think 45 or 50 pounds, but you simply, if you have any questions, I put the link in the description and you simply ask these guys. They know more about this one. So the brace height here is just like so. And the brace height here is almost the same. Let's shoot thumb release. 20 pounds. Thumb release, 29 inches. Ooh, goes high. Overcompensating. Getting there. 40 pounds. Then you feel it at the back, so the draw experience of this one gets really a little heavy at the end. So maybe 40 pounds is not what you're looking for, but doable. Has a little more vibration then. But you get used to this bow too. I think 25, 30, maybe 35 pounds for a bow like this. It's just fine. This one doesn't want to bend back there. So after 28 it gets a little stiff. The other one does easy 30 inches. So for beginning, for technique training, something 20, 25, fine. And then if you want a bit more speed or something, 30, 35 pounds. Even this 40 pound bow is fine. Surely not a speed monster, but you know, let's see. 146. I was guessing 150. Ooh, 131. 140 with a 20 pound and 320 grain arrows. 40 pounds, 320 grain arrows. 177. 164. 175. Actually not so bad. Almost 180 foot per second. Impressive. 20 and 30 meters. I should Mediterranean. 20 meters with a 20 pound. Look at this. 30 meters, 20 pound. Yeah, okay. Then you see arrows are getting a little heavy. One more. So you need to shoot already ballistic on 30 meters. And these corners here are really scratchy. You see always pieces of the feathers flying off. So if you want round this one here, get a little sandpaper, make this, it's just a sharp edge here, and it really cuts your feathers into pieces. 40 pounds, 20 meters. Whoa! Center shot. So you need to hold the bow a little. 30 meters. Whoa! Accurate! Even 30 meters, my first 30 meter shot, almost center shot, 20 meters center shot. Not too bad. So the only thing really here, these sharp corners. Nice. For above this price. So, conclusion. For the price, interesting, nice looking bows. The handle is very massive. So as you see, this is when it's in your hand, it goes really there, but it's still okay. So we will see. I will give it to a few of our kids, how they can handle this grip. but for me, for the size of my hand, no problem at all. The 20 pound has the complete same grip, slightly profile here, so it makes it nice to hold. So you really have a solid, sturdy grip on this bow. This wood here, this diamond wood or what it's called, yeah, when you like it, it's fine. When you don't like it, it's there. Deal with it. The leather wrap handle is okay. The thin thread is a little, but you know, for the price, 2 layers of bamboo. The string, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Center serving is long enough. Maybe a little low on this one. Vibration, almost nothing. So you feel a little when you shoot the 40 pound with lightweight arrows, you feel a little in the handle. And here you feel it a bit, but of course you can expect it. You feel it with a snake, with all these bows, you feel it a little, so that's not a downside for me. And there are not so many twin bows out. They're always a little easier for beginners because at least you have an arrow rest, you don't shoot from your bare hand. You can put a knocking point, makes life for a beginner always a little easier. And for the rest, you know, you can do all your fancy stuff there. Let's see if we can do a Lars on this. Let's see, I don't have proper knocks, but it's doable. See, you can have training-wise a lot of fun with this bow. Works too. Fun. And feels good. So you have something solid in your hand. Feels good. 20 pound is just nice for beginners. We have, even with our 22 pound snakes, they don't have 22 pounds anymore when they get a little age. Some beginners, you see them struggling already too heavy. This one, nice for technique training. See, does 30 inches. Nice. The 40 pound does nicely 28 inches. And then it gets a little tough. Then you see the second layer here. And it needs a bit, but it's still, see, 30 inches doable. And it's quite narrow limbs here. So design-wise, looks a little raw and a little rough, but it's nice made.